like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Steelers nothing.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
Mike, 180. Mike's back forward. And it's getting it home.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Two-jet bomber. Check. Fresno.
They'll run for it with Conner. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That, like 20. Mike's by 4. Easy, easy. You ain't doing nothing today. Kill, kill, kill. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, alert 3.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Monday. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
At the 16-yard line.
from the 16. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Screen pass to Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Prescott on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Roethlisberger going to get this one to counter. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
All right, now, black 20.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott going to take a shot for... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Connor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go. Show that bench release and go. Hey, team 6, team 6. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
44.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Check right. Hey, Orbit. Check right, 50. Take 2 of them. 54.
I'm scared.
Watch twist.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Roethlisberger now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Roethlisberger will throw. The quick slant caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming to get it.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 42 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Right there. 54, right there.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, and he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
White 80. 54. White 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get 77. 54.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Good job, fellas.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.